Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video on injector seal replacements. These are a set of injectors out of an N54. I'm missing two, I know. Shut up. But anyway, these are Index 11 injectors out of an N54. This concept applies to the N55 injectors as well as the N63. Actually, I think the N63 injectors are the same as what I'm holding in my hand out of an N54, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't know. Anyway, these are Index 11s. We're going to talk about a couple things here, why they fail, what you could expect to see, what happens when your seals are worn, etc. First off, okay, so we have a Teflon seal here and a decoupling element. Teflon seal creates a seal between the, let's see if I can get a closer focus. So the Teflon seal creates a seal between the injector and the seal between the injector and the combustion chamber. If the seal is worn, you'll pull out your injectors and they'll be looking like this. There's carbon deposits all over the injector. Basically what happens is the gases escape because the seal is either weak or damaged, or it's completely missing like you see on this one. And the whole injector will be coated with carbon deposits. You could have a misfire because of this. You could have loss of compression and a number of other issues. Not a good day. So anytime you replace your injectors, whether they're new or used, make sure these seals are new. Again, the Teflon seal, the decoupling element, which basically acts as a cushion between the cylinder head and the injector itself. You definitely don't want to be missing those. I will put part numbers in the description for all of these, and maybe in the video if I figure out how to use iMovie, but we'll see. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start taking this injector apart, show you how to take these off. It's really simple. What tools you're going to need, what parts you're going to need, and make this look like new. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to do a quick rundown of what you're going to need. Starting on the left, a box cutter or a utility knife. If you don't have one, a simple razor blade will do. Just be careful. You don't want to hurt yourself. Knives are dangerous and they're pretty sharp. So that'll be that. A flathead screwdriver. Size doesn't matter in this case. Obviously the injector, a new decoupling element, and a new Teflon seal. And this little guy, this is actually from Precision Raceworks. Helpful car tips actually lent me his so that I can make this video and show you guys how to do it. So shout out to him. This is actually pretty cool. So it removes the injector as well as helps you put in the new seal. It removes the injector by simply kind of screwing onto where the fuel line would go into the head, or into the injector from the fuel line, and it uses a slide hammer action to kind of pull the injector out of the head. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So your first step is going to be grab the box cutter, and I find it safer to kind of lay the knife and the injector on a flat surface and try to just make a cut like that. But you're going to cut the Teflon seal, kind of dig into it a little bit. You're going to cut the Teflon seal. And you're going to be pulling it off with your fingers. So, just like that. This one is already kind of weak. You can see that it split apart in my hands. Step 2, you're going to be taking off the decoupling element. So you use a screwdriver for that. If you want to use your fingernails, you can. Screwdriver just makes life a little bit easier. And that pops off. So everything is basically off. It's just those two things. It's that simple. So we're gonna get rid of this. We don't need that anymore, nor do we need the screwdriver. We're gonna be taking our injector tool, and a lot of people don't know this, but you pull the top off, unscrew that. This little guy comes out. So the new Teflon seal, what this guy does is it slides over the little cone shape over here this seats into the injector. So it kind of spreads the seal out so it sits into the seat where it goes over the injector. So, all right, dropped it. Okay, sorry about that. Seal goes on. Push it down till it gets close to the bottom. Now we can go a little bit further. There we go. Okay, put it over the top like that. Just push it on. And if you mess this up, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. You can always redo it. So you're gonna push that on with your fingertips. It doesn't really require too much force, but that's it. Simple as that. So you're gonna grab this now. These are what the holes are for. This actually presses the seal, and compresses it onto the seat. So you can put in the first one. I like to usually wait a little bit of time, a few seconds in each hole. The second hole requires a little bit more pressure because it's squeezing that seal tighter and tighter around it. Pull it out, and then the third hole. There we go. That was tough. Let it sit in there for a few seconds. In the meantime, we'll just put this back in because we're done using it. Unless you got more injectors to do, but that's pretty much it. Okay, and you're gonna pull it out. You're gonna pull it straight out. You don't want to twist. You don't want to, ruin the steel. It's a little tough, but it's a good sign if it is. So that's basically it for the seal. The seal looks good. It definitely looks a lot better than it did before. We're gonna put the new decoupling element on, and you are done. So basically, you replace everything that needs to be replaced on an injector when you're either replacing with a used one or a new one. Helpful Car Tips actually has a cool video on removing them, installing them, and I think even coding them in. I'll put that in the link description below. Give me a thumbs up. It's my first YouTube video. I mean, I figured I'd make something because there's not really too many videos out there with injectors. Otherwise, that's really all you really need to do. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything, definitely comment down below, and I'll try to get to you guys as quick as I can. Have a good day. Let me know if you guys have any questions.